Hey guys, Personal Defense, and today in front of us we have what is quickly becoming my favorite 22 long rifle that I purchased. What we're looking at is the Mossberg 802 Plinkster. Alright, so let's just do a safety check here, and yes, I do have a loaded magazine with Remington Thunderbolt. These are great little 22 rounds if you can find them. It's a bolt action, so we can open up the bolt. As you see, I took the magazine out. There's nothing in there, so we are safe here. I picked up this particular rifle when I was doing my, actually when I had my 715T, which was basically a 702 Plinkster in a kind of cheap AR-15 clamshell style stock. And I actually went to go buy, I got it at a local sports place called Sports Authority. I think they're national. Anyway, I went to go buy a 702 Plinkster just so I could do like a comparison between the 715 and the 702, and I saw this thing sitting up there. Actually, I just saw the back of the stock. I saw this part, and then I saw the price tag next to it, which was $109, and I didn't even care what it was. I just said, hey, I want that rifle, whatever that is. And it ended up being a 802 Plinkster, as you see here. I love this stock. This whole rifle is very light. I looked it up and it says it weighs 5 pounds, but I do not believe that. To me, it feels like it weighs a lot less than 5 pounds, maybe 4, like real heavy 3s, light 4s. And what I have on it here is just a Bushnell. This is a $20 scope that I got from Walmart, specifically for 22 long rifle. Bushnell. I got it sighted in at about 50 yards, and if I can find the picture, I know I had it on my phone. I went and shot this with my dad one day, and we were shooting at 30 yards, and with this scope, with this rifle, I didn't have a bag or anything, or anything like that. I was just shooting, just had it kind of resting on the table. I was resting it on the grip and just pulling it against my shoulder. The group that I shot was very impressive, and at 30 yards though. The group that my dad shot wasn't shabby. I mean, my dad's 72 or 73 years old, but oh, here it is on my phone. Let me see if I can show you guys here. Let's see here. So I shot one shot, that one off to the edge there. And then that group is what I shot at 30 yards. Just like I said, I didn't have it on a bag or anything. However, I was resting on a bench. So I got one off to the left there, and then those 3 are just touching in a jagged hole. Oh, there's a good shot. Here, let me see if I can find what my dad, oh yeah, here's my dad's group. And I was making fun of him, but he's old. And that's the target he shot at 30 yards. This circle here, well, I mean, you can kind of tell what it is because those are 22 caliber holes, so you can see the target's not very big. There's a better shot of my group. Anyway, so from my experience, very accurate rifle with my This rifle came with one 10-round magazine, is what you can see here. They look like this. It also uses the same as the 702 Plinkster and the 715T. It has an adjustable ramp sight in the rear, adjustable for distance, not windage or anything. And it has a hooded front sight. It is a free floated barrel within this stock. You can see it moving there. The stock has a little rail section on the front here, so you can attach a bipod or a foregrip or whatever you want. However, the stock is so light that I can't find a bipod that would do it justice, you know what I mean? This is a little over molded here where your hand would go, and has some nice texturing. Pistol grip has some texturing on it as well. This is what I guess you would call a thumb hole style, but it's got a very big cutout here. And it has a nice raised, cheek well here. And it's ambidextrous, you know, left-handed or right-handed. It's not like a raised right-hand cheek well. And just kind of a textured butt plate. On the back here, it does say 802 Plinkster. Sorry about the camera shaking, it's just the way I have my setup here. It says 802, Mossberg International 802 Plinkster. Like I said, I do have a Bushnell scope mounted to it. This isn't the Picatinny rail rings. I think these are called Dovetail. It's the smaller ones. It has a cross bolt safety. You push there, push there. This button right here, you push this way to release the magazine. And it has a firing pin status indicator. I'm not sure if you can see it right there. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let's see. Alright, so as I mentioned already, it's a free floated barrel, but also very thick barrel for a 22 long rifle. It has the adjustable sight for distance, as I mentioned. The twist in it is 1 in 16, and the length of pull is 14 1/4 inches. The metal has a blued finish. The stock, this is called the synthetic sport stock. Synthetic sport grip, but they sell a varmint model which does not have the pistol grip, and they also sell one with a wood grip. The overall length of this rifle is 40 inches. Flashy. The bolt on this, the bolt handle is one piece, and it's a very solid, tough handle. As you can see, the action works. It's not super slick, but it's nice and works pretty well. It could be worked a little bit. Nice grip and texturing on the ball itself, and it's a good size for a 22. You can see the stock has a nice groove cut out for it, and it works well with a scope. Lots of room here. Mount whatever scope you want to mount, or whatever you do want to mount on this. The trigger guard and everything is polymer plastic, though. The trigger, however, is metal. This trigger in this, I don't know if they do any special anything to it, but this is one of the best feeling triggers that you'll feel. Like I said, it's nice and clear. It's clear. There's nothing in there, so I want to show you this trigger pull here. There's zero take up. I don't know if we can see it. Zero take up, and it just breaks. It's a good clean break. I'm not real. Just for comparison, I got a Ruger 1022. This is the carbine version out here, just in the wood stock. Also another great Bushnell, cheap Bushnell scope on this. It's about the same size. Anyway, I tried to line up the triggers on this, and I'm not sure if you can really see here. I'll try and zoom out. You can see the stocks are about the same length, and that goes as far as length of pull, about the same. And when we look over here at the barrels, the carbine version of the 1022 is slightly longer with its 18-inch barrel. So this is a more compact package than the 1022, and it's nominal, maybe an inch and a half. 702 Plinkster, I think you are getting an excellent value for your $120 that you're going to spend on this thing. You get a free floating bullet barrel. You get an extremely lightweight pistol grip stock with a rail up front, ready to accept your foregripped, whatever bipod you want, and it's ready to be scoped. Also, it has a great set of iron sights, backup iron sights. And if you get the right scope mounts, you can use those iron sights as well. Great quality. The stock is great. Everything feels great. I've shot it dozens of times. I probably put, I don't know. You know, it's so hard when I get something like this that's a 22, especially when you start shooting it, it's like you don't know how many rounds you put through it. I've got well over 500 rounds through this thing. It's extremely accurate. My wife even dropped it one day and the scope didn't lose zero, and it's still, to this day, is very, very accurate. I believe I could hit a penny or a dime at 100 yards with this thing. So, extremely great value with this rifle. If you see one, if you see that thumb hole stock, pick this thing up. Thanks for watching.